So we have the Celtics against the struggling Brooklyn Nets at home, and they went off. Well, they started off absolutely spectacularly. Jaylen Brown just gets easily to the cup and dunks it, and the Nets just weren't communicating properly. Let the Celtics go on a lot of fast breaks. Jaylen Brown just pulls up here, that's a tough shot. Not much more you can do with it, because the Celtics started off really hot, which led to a lot of miscommunication also, right? Mark Smart pulls it here with an incredible three-pointer. He has not been playing as well overall, though I would argue with you. But the Celtics had a huge lead. Jaylen Brown just fooling them here and won. 28-point lead for the Celtics. Not even halfway through the second quarter. But the Nets got some pride. Mikal Bridges hits the three-pointer here, and from here on now, the defense of the Nets was absolutely spectacular. And here's a great alley-oop to Finney Smith to end the half, and they went into the half just down 9 after trailing as much as 28 points. So the Nets clearly did something right. Cam Johnson ties it here. They started off confidently. They just got hot also. The Celtics were kind of too loose and maybe too carefree, and the Nets took advantage of it. Dorian Finney-Smith hits the free ball here, and he had his best game as a Net, which was great to see because he has been struggling really badly. And they were flying all over the court. Here they get an offensive board to Cam Johnson. He misses again. They get another offensive board. They miss again. Another tap in. They didn't make it, but I just want to show you how much effort they played in, and they force another turnover here. Mikal Bridges on the fast break just pulls up for that mid-range that he's shown and flashed in Brooklyn. His offense overall has been spectacular. Here he takes Hauser one-on-one, bang, easy three ball, and 13-point lead for the Nets. Incredible turnaround. They absolutely locked down the Celtics, and after a small run by the Celtics, Dorian Finney-Smith caps us off here with a three-pointer. 11-point lead. The Nets complete the largest comeback win on the season of anyone in the NBA. Mikal Bridges with 38 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Spectacular game from him. Dorian Finney-Smith, 5 3-pointers, 5 of 11, 17 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Spectacular game from him also. And the other the other players, the other players were okay. Spencer Dinwiddie had some really good moments. Cam Johnson had his moments. They didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but I mean, it makes sense, right? It was a game of two halves, essentially. Because the first half, the Nets couldn't hit anything. They were just too sped up by the Celtics, and they couldn't get into the rhythm. Then they just said, F it, we're gonna switch everything in. Or that's what I gathered from here. I felt like they started switching everything and not communicating at all. They just said, yeah, we're gonna switch everything because we have the versatility. And it really bothered the Celtics because they didn't have really anyone who could essentially, create a matchup disadvantage for the Nets and vice versa, of course, right? So it was a great strategy by the Nets, great adjustment, and they played really well. Shout out Seth Curry off the bench. He was spectacular in his minutes. And just a great win for the Nets, who needed this one after a lot of rough losses and just a lot of inconsistencies to start them off after the All-Star break. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this in. It's more, I think it's more, it might be a little ugly, but I think it's more personal, if it makes sense with you. Boston, on the other hand, Tatum, 22 points on 23 shots. I wanted to hate more. He was not great tonight. Not a great game for Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown had 35. He was solid, but also didn't feel like a great game from him. Like I said, they started off so well that it's hard to say they had a bad game, right? But that second half was just so poor from literally everyone besides Derek White. Derek White was the only player that felt like was playing well, and everyone else just felt kind of lost, kind of overwhelmed by the Nets, and a really rough loss for them in the number 1 seed race, with Milwaukee just not wanting to lose. They play Philly tonight, so it's gonna be interesting to see the Bucks against the Sixers tonight, and this loss could mean nothing in the end. We have a lot of games left to play for the number 1 seed, but it's still a rough loss.